If you're over 60 and noticing that your vision takes ages to focus in the morning, or you walk into a room and forget what you came for, or reading small print feels like punishment, you're not imagining it. Something real is happening inside your brain and eyes. But it isn't just agging, and it isn't genetics. It's something far simpler, and the good news is it's fixable. Let me show you what I mean. A few months ago, a woman named Margaret, 71, retired teacher, Arizona, sat in front of me completely defeated. She told me she could no longer remember her grandkids' names. Her children were considering assisted living. Today, she handles her own bills, volunteers weekly, and feels sharper than she has in a decade. And the shift began with one surprisingly simple daily drink no one had ever told her about. Hear what most people don't know. Your brain and your eyes share one of the most fragile networks of nerves and blood vessels in the entire human body. When this system is underfed, when it doesn't get the nutrients it specifically needs during the hours it's repairing, your vision blurs, your recall weakens, and your mental stamina fades. Not during the day. Not while you're working. This repair happens at night, between midnight and 6 a.m. And over 90% of adults over 60 are missing at least one key nutrient needed for this nightly repair cycle. When these nutrients run low, your retina struggles to refresh itself, your brain can't clear out the waste proteins that slow your thinking, and memory circuits begin to stall. But here's the part you'll never hear in a doctor's office. You don't need exotic supplements or complicated routines. 4 simple juices made from normal grocery store foods can help restore these missing nutrients and support the systems responsible for memory, focus, and clear vision. Each juice targets a different part of your repair cycle. Each juice works at a specific time of day. And one of them must be taken alone, because mixing it with the wrong thing stops its nighttime repair effect completely. I'll walk you through all 4 juices, why they work, and exactly when to drink them. But before we dive in, there's one juice that almost everyone gets wrong, and drinking it at the wrong time actually reduces your night vision and slows morning focus. In the next module, you'll discover what it is and why the timing matters more than the juice itself. Most people assume their vision fades because they're getting older. But the truth is far more hopeful. Your vision blurs because the cells in your retina are starving for one specific nutrient. And when you give your eyes what they've been missing, the change can feel almost immediate. Let me introduce you to Robert. He was 68, a retired truck driver who prided himself on independence. But over time, headlights began to look like bright halos, street signs blurred into glowing smudges, and night driving became terrifying. His daughter ended up chauffeuring him everywhere. For a man who spent decades driving cross-country, that loss hit hard. I put him on the first juice in this routine. Just one small glass every morning, nothing complicated, nothing exotic. Within 3 weeks, he walked into my office smiling. He had driven himself to dinner the night before without a single glare issue. 2 weeks later, he renewed his driver's license. So what was the juice? Fresh carrot juice. But not the way most people drink it. Carrot juice is one of the most concentrated natural sources of beta-carotene, a compound your body converts into vitamin A, and vitamin A is the raw material your retina uses to rebuild the pigment responsible for night vision and low-light focus. Here's something your doctor probably never mentioned. Every time your eyes are exposed to light, sunlight, phone screens, LED bulbs, your retinal cells lose a little vitamin A at night. Your body tries to rebuild what was lost. But if you're low on vitamin A, the repair never fully completes. That's why you wake up with blurry vision. That's why your eyes take 5–10 minutes to adjust. That's why driving at night becomes harder each year. Carrot juice helps replenish that vitamin A supply, but only if you pair it with healthy fat. This part is crucial. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. If you drink carrot juice alone, you absorb only a fraction of the nutrients. Add a teaspoon of olive oil, eat a few walnuts, or pair it with avocado toast and absorption skyrockets. Here's the simplest morning formula. 2-3 carrots juiced. A slice of ginger optional. A squeeze of lemon. Plus 1 source of healthy fat within the same meal. Drink it within the first hour of waking. This is when your retina is most ready to refill its vitamin stores. Give this just 2-3 weeks, and most people notice colors look richer, daytime focus improves, and screen strain drops noticeably. But carrot juice is only the beginning. It repairs the retina. The next juice improves the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to your brain and eyes within just 30 minutes. The next juice works faster than most medications, and if you drink it in the wrong part of the day, you lose half the benefits. We've talked about restoring your retinal nutrients, but there's another piece people overlook: circulation. Your brain makes up only 2% of your body weight, yet it uses 20% of your oxygen supply. And your eyes have the thinnest, most delicate blood vessels of any organ. When blood flow slows, even slightly, your brain fogs over, your energy dips, and your vision becomes strained. This is why so many people over 60 hit that afternoon crash around 2-4 p.m. But there's one juice that changes this fast. I'm talking about fresh beet juice. Most people think of beets as an earthy vegetable you either love or avoid, but inside them is one of nature's strongest natural circulation boosters: dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to reach your brain and retina. Here's the part that shocks people. It starts working within 30-45 minutes. Not weeks, not days, minutes. Let me tell you what happened with Margaret, the same woman who struggled to remember her own grandchildren's names. Beet juice was one of the first things I added to her daily routine. Within the first week, she told me she could follow conversations again. Before that, she would lose the thread mid-sentence and pretend she understood. After only a few days of beet juice, her mind felt clearer and more awake. By week 3, she was managing her medication schedule again. By week 6, she was back to handling her finances. That's what better circulation does. Now here's how to do it properly. Use 1 medium beet, peeled and juiced. Add half an apple or orange to soften the earthiness. Drink it between 2-4 p.m. Why that window? Because your body naturally experiences a dip in mental energy during that time. Drinking beet juice earlier won't line up with your body's rhythm, and drinking it late may interfere with nighttime repair cycles. Pair it with a 10-15-minute walk when possible. Nothing intense, just gentle movement. The combination of nitric oxide plus light activity sends oxygen to your brain like someone just opened a door and let fresh air in. Most people notice warmer hands and feet, sharper focus, less afternoon fog, better visual clarity, more alertness without caffeine. But improved circulation is only half the story. There's a juice that actually helps create new brain connections, something we once thought was impossible after 60. The next juice activates your brain's growth switch, helping memory, focus, and clarity rebuild themselves overnight. It's the most powerful juice of all, but only if you drink it at the exact right time. If the first 2 juices restore nutrients and improve circulation, the final juice activates something far more powerful: your brain's ability to repair itself while you sleep. For decades, scientists believed adults couldn't grow new brain cells, especially not in their 60s, 70s, or beyond. But recent research has turned that belief upside down. Your brain can grow new neurons. Your memory can sharpen. Your focus can return. But it only happens if a special brain growth protein called BDNF is activated during nighttime repair cycles. And there is one natural drink that boosts BDNF more effectively than anything else you can buy in a bottle. Blueberry juice. Not the sugary store version, the real stuff made from whole blueberries. Blueberries are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful pigments that cross the blood-brain barrier and activate the exact regions responsible for memory and learning. They support the hippocampus, the area that helps you remember names, events, directions, and conversations. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Helen, a 74-year-old former librarian, came to me terrified that she was losing herself. She couldn't finish a page of a book without rereading it. Crosswords that once took her 10 minutes now felt impossible. She wasn't forgetful, she felt disconnected from the world she used to love. I asked her to try one simple thing. 1 cup of blueberry juice, 90 minutes before bed. Nothing else. By week 3, she called to tell me she had finished her first crossword in months. By week 6, she was reading novels again. By week 8, she told me her mind felt bright for the first time in years. Hear why the timing matters so much. During the first half of the night, your brain activates a cleaning system that removes waste proteins and supports new neural connections. Drinking blueberry juice right before bed ensures anthocyanins are at peak levels when your brain begins this deep repair. How to prepare it? 1 cup wild or regular blueberries. Blend with a small amount of water. Optional, add half a banana for smoothness. Drink 90 minutes before sleep. And when you combine this with carrot juice in the morning and beet juice in the afternoon, the effects multiply. 1 restores the retina, 1 improves circulation, 1 activates brain growth. Together, they form a simple, natural routine that supports memory, vision, and clarity at any age. You don't need perfection. You don't need all 4 juices every day. Consistency with even 1 can spark noticeable change within weeks. Start small. Start today. Your brain and eyes are waiting for the fuel they've been missing. If this video helped you understand your brain and vision better, tap the like button so more people over 60 can find it. And if you want simple, science-backed tips like this every week, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new episode. Your clarity, your memory, and your independence still matter, and I'm here to help you protect them.